he never really needed that three. As a quick timeout is called by Coach Tim Cone.
And remember, fans inside the Cuneta Astrodome celebrating as the 32nd timeout is brought to you by Handyfix. Ang first aid ng bahay mo, Barnes all, Seals all. And Coach Tim Cone really doesn't want this crowd to get in the picture.
Well, I think what Coach Tim Cone is probably upset with is the entry passes into the post. The last few times down, the passes of Alaska into the post have been very poor. Ginebra has adjusted, and they're starting to steal those passes.
So right now, the lead is only down to 7 points.
And what Alaska is doing is a lot of times they'll send the ball to the corner, and then they'll ask their big man to seal on that baseline and try to get the ball in that way. I think Ginebra is starting to catch up with that offense already.
Coach, this is interesting for you. Enjoy watching PBA game with your friends and the new KFC Crushers, now with new flavors.
Just me only, huh?
You and Magoo. And another steal here off that timeout. Here's JJ Hildebrand. Hildebrand gives it to Intal. Intal with a 360. And there's a foul.
That might be the most exciting play you might want to see. It ended up with nothing but 2 foul shots with JC Intal doing a 360 on a fast break. Look at JJ Hildebrand stealing the basketball, leading the break. Nice pass there. And Dela Cruz gets the foul.
So Intal will have to earn it from the stripe. And the crowd here inside the Cuneta Astrodome getting it all excited.
As well they should be, as they are finishing this quarter very strongly, talking about the Ginebra team, which is what all coaches want. They want their teams to finish quarters strong.
Second free throw is no good. So our 4-second differential, the game clock and shot clock. Here's Miller now. Miller to Devance. And plenty of time here for Barangay Ginebra to get the last say in this half. Hildebrand. He takes it. Oh! Intal, second serving. But there's a foul. Let's see. The referee waved that basket off.
So Alaska, they are in the penalty, so that's going to send Ginebra to the line for 2 shots.
That's his first personal.
So no basket. The foul was against Jody Vance on that rebound play. So Wilson will try to get those 2 points from the line.
And all of a sudden, the Ginebra team, they're alive here in the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter, and the crowd here at the Cuneta Astrodome is also alive.
Wilson, another hard-nosed worker for Barangay Ginebra.
You should say we have practically a full house here at the Astrodome, and I would say about 90%. Close to it are yelling for the Ginebra team.
And a warning now is called against Coach Tim Cone for continuous complaining.
Well, you said earlier he was calm. So I told you it wouldn't last.
All right, 2 for 2 for Wilson. He has 6 points, 2 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hail Mary shot for Devance. And that'll do it. What a strong finish by Barangay Ginebra here in the second period. They were down by as much as 13 points, but rallied and brought it down to just 4 points here at the end of the first half. And now we go over to Mika Abisanis.
Thanks, Richard. Larry, you guys started very well. Your offense was killing them, but they're starting to catch your passes.
We expected this. I believe they just made a big adjustment for this game. So we expect this to happen. So we just got to keep our composure in the second half.
That's right. Ginebra will not allow you guys to get 2 check marks in this series. It's going to be tough in the second half.
Yeah, we will just try to prepare for that. We just hope for the best in the second.
Right, thank you. Richard and Coach Norman will break down the stats when we return, only here on Solar TV.
All right, we have the Alaska Aces enjoying a 4-point lead over Barangay Ginebra here in game number 2 of their best of 7 semifinal series. Richard De La Salle with Coach Norman Black. Coach Alaska starting off strong, but Ginebra making the necessary defensive adjustments in the second quarter.
Well, we'll take a look at the halftime stats to give you a better idea what happened in that first half. If you look at the shooting percentages, you can see Alaska shot a better percentage, 47-35 over Ginebra. The problem is Ginebra was able to get to the foul line 13 times where they made 10 attempts. And on the other side, Alaska only got there 4 times and only made 3. But taking a look at the rest of the stats, the assists favor Alaska, but look at the turnovers for Alaska. 14, which led to 13 turnover points for Ginebra in that first half. So Alaska has to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. At the same time, like you said, Ginebra made the defensive adjustments, and that's why they were able to get back into the game.
Well, Alaska were taking a lot of outside shots there in the first half. Probably that's why they didn't go to the foul line as much as Barangay Ginebra. Here's Joe DeVance, leaner, and want to change that right away. And DeVance will take 2 free throws here.
Well, in that first half, Alaska actually was going into the post area, but every time Ginebra would react defensively, Alaska would move that basketball around, and they did make 6 3-point shots in that first half, so they were able to knock down some 3-point shots. But they just have to do a better job on their entry passes into the post, because that's where they made a lot of turnovers.
Of course, Joe DeVance scored 8 points in the first half. That's his 9th point.
First round draft pick for the Welco team, the Rain or Shine team, and then traded over to Alaska.
Yes. Here's Helterbrand. Drops it off to Rico Villanueva for an easy basket. He has 10 points in the game.
And you can see that Enrico has good hands because that pass was a little bit low, but he was able to pick it up for the 2 points.
Here's Sonny Thoss against Rico. There's Joe DeVance. The 3-foot jumper is good. So DeVance getting his 11th point in the game. JC Intal for 3. Rebound collared by De La Cruz. LA Tenorio against Tubid. They go back to the post. Sonny Thoss kicks it out. 9 seconds on the shot clock of Alaska. Tenorio inside. Last touch again, Sonny Thoss. All right, at this point, let's get a report from Magoo Marjan.
Richard, according to assistant coach Luigi Trillo of the Alaska Aces, it was just a careless execution that led to so many turnovers in the second quarter. They got to be wary of the pressure defense by Barangay Ginebra, and they need to slow down the pace of the basketball game. Coach Tim also reminded them to not fall in love with the threes, work the ball inside, and find the balance between the inside and the outside game. Moving over to the other side, Coach Juno Sauler told us that their change-up in the defense in the second quarter fueled their run, but they had to remind the Kings to be disciplined on the run. They also need ball movement both on the run and in the half-court set. And on the defensive end, expect even more pressure here in the second half. Richard?
The coach Alaska wants to slow things down. Ginebra wants to speed things up.
And that's the way it should be. The Alaska team, they're more of a deliberate team than the Ginebra team, who likes to run a lot more.
But they have to be under control. That's what Coach Jong was saying. Be under control on the run.
Well, right now it's Alaska who continues to make turnovers. That was a sorry miss there for Ginebra.
Rico Villanueva with another sorry miss. Here's Willie Miller.
Offensive foul. Good defense there by Willie Wilson.
Offensive foul number 38, Joe DeVance.
And that's the second foul on Joe DeVance.
Well, Coach Tim Combs claiming that Willie Wilson might have flopped on that play.
Here's Helterbrand. Tubid leans in and gets the basket.
And that's just a tough shot there by Ronald Tubid, being able to